Good evening, friends. Professor Rao here, and welcome to Let's Crack the Interviews channel. Today, let's talk about subject-verb agreement. As part of English grammar, what is the subject-verb agreement and why it's critical and matters to us? Let's discuss some tips, tricks, and concepts, and it's a very important aspect for most of the competitive examinations where the test aims to assess our knowledge in subject-verb agreement aspects, and from that perspective, many of the competitive examinations, including placement drives. What subject-verb agreement? Let's see some of the tips. Subject and verb have to agree with each other as per grammatical rules and meaningful communication. They don't agree with each other, it is grammatically wrong, it doesn't convey the intended meaning. What is subject? Subject could be a noun, pronoun, or the person or thing discussed. So, subject is basically a noun or pronoun. Now is defined as a name of a person, place, or a thing. You know that. Verb is an action part of the sentence. A word that describes an action. So, that's the definition of a verb. In total, there are 8 rules to be kept in mind in order to answer these questions related to subject-verb agreement. Let's see what they are. Rule number 1. Singular subject should have singular verb and plural subject should have plural verb, and therefore we need to be cautious about and conscious about what kind of a subject and a verb we are using. Example, bird flies in the sky. So bird is a singular and flies. Flies is a singular verb, and so it matches and it agrees with each other. Bird flies in the sky. Take a plural, birds fly in the sky. So birds fly in the sky is a plural subject, goes with a plural verb. You know, adding s makes a verb singular, isn't it? So fly becomes a singular if you add ies, flies. Similarly, some other examples are cook, cooks. So cook is a plural verb and cooks is a singular verb. Write is a plural verb and writes becomes a singular verb. Drink, drinks. Several examples can be quoted. Rule number 2, subject separated by and. Example, Ram and Shyam are friends. Ram and Shyam are friends. Is it so? If they are separated by and, it takes a plural form. The principal and secretary is coming. Here, the principal and secretary is coming. So, the principal and secretary are the same. Therefore, it refers to a single individual, refers to one person. That's why it is taking singular verb. The principal and secretary is coming. Suppose if there is the before secretary, 2 different people, then we should say are coming. Now understand, the principal and secretary are the same, refer to the one person, that's why singular verb is coming. So the principal and secretary is coming. And slow and steady wins the race. Is it? It's an idiom. And time and tide wait for no man is another idiom. So it's all one entity and therefore a singular verb comes. Nithya, who is an actress and singer, is getting married. So Nithya, one person, a single individual, who is an actress as well as a singer. So she herself has 2 different roles rather, is getting married. So singular verb comes. So, and let's go to the rule number 3. Subject is separated from verb by as well as, along with, etc. For example, Shravan as well as his brothers plays cricket. Shravan as well as his brothers plays cricket. The moment you separate it by as well as, along with, it takes a singular verb. And Shravan as well as his brothers plays cricket. So plays is a singular verb need to be used. Second example, the minister along with the officers is flying tonight. The minister along with his officers is flying tonight. Is a singular verb. So minister is flying along with his officers. So whenever we use as well as or along with, we need to use singular verb. Rule number 4. Usage of or, either or, neither nor, not only but also. Example, Ram or Shyam is visiting our house. Ram or Shyam is visiting our house. Either, either Ram or Shyam are visiting our house. So it's a singular verb. Neither minister nor MLA is visiting home today. So separated by neither nor. Either or, neither nor, they all take singular verb. Either the principal or the class teacher is responsible. Either or, again here, singular verb. Not only Sharma but also Mishra is, is playing. So this again not only but also takes a singular verb. Is. Ravi and his friends are visiting our home. Ravi and his friend, for example Ram, in such case, friend. Ravi and his friends are visiting our home. So separated by and friends is a plural here, so it takes a plural form of the verb are. So also the subject which is close to the verb matters a lot. So the subject is close to the verb, so the verb becomes singular or plural depending upon the subject that is close to the verb. If I here visiting, so which is close to the verb friends, therefore he takes a plural verb are visiting our home. Either the principal or the class teachers accountable. So either the principal or the class teacher accountable. So this is a either or case where is a singular verb. Okay, either the principal or the class teachers are accountable. Here we are using teachers, which is a plural subject. Therefore, we should use a plural verb are. Either the principal or the class teachers are accountable. Not only Verma, but also his friends are playing cricket. So again, not only Verma, but also his friends. Again, friends which is closer to the verb playing. Therefore, he takes a plural verb are. Rule number 5, distance, period of time, money, the verb should be singular in these cases when you're talking about distance, period of time or money. Example, 10,000 rupees is huge amount. So 10,000 rupees is huge amount. It's though 10 looks like a plural, but we're talking about 10,000 rupees as a single entity, therefore it takes a singular verb called is. 5 miles is too far to walk. So 5 miles, again, look at in totality 5 miles as a single unit, therefore is too far to walk. So singular verb comes. 4 years is enough time to settle in a city. So 4 years, 4 is one single component or entity. Therefore, is enough time to settle in a city. Rule number 6. Sentence starting with every, each, neither, either, all take singular verb. Example, every student is present. Each member has their notes. There is wrong here. His or her notes. Okay. Every student is present. So here, singular verb every is a singular. Each is also a singular. So every student is present, correct? And each member has his or her notes. Here the verb should be singular, his or her notes. So neither of these is successful. When you use neither, is singular verb is being used. Either of the sisters is capable. Either of the sisters is, again, a singular verb. In example B, beg your pardon, that the verb has to be his or her. Every member has his or her notes. So please note that. Rule number 7. Corrective nouns, family, population, audience, etc. all need to take a singular verb. Example, the words army, flock, bunch, all examples of corrective nouns. These nouns are all singular nouns, but they refer to a group of people. In most cases, corrective nouns use singular verbs. That's because corrective nouns refer to as a group of multiple people or things as a single entity or single unit, isn't it? So my family is going to Hyderabad. Family is a corrective noun. Singular verb is coming up here. So they agree with each other. So corrective nouns take singular verb. Audience is or are silent. So audience is a case where it can be used with is singular or as well as plural. Audience is or silent. So predominantly audience, when you refer to audience as a corrective noun in the context. So singular verb is coming. Is has to be used. Women who went to the meeting were bored. Here as women who went to the meeting were bored. Here we're talking about women, a group of people, and hence here the verb were agrees with the subject woman, not with the meeting. Therefore, in this case, it takes a plural verb. Subject verb agreement rule number 8. Singular nouns look like plural and it takes singular verb. Plural nouns look like plural, take singular verb. Example, mathematics is a tough subject. Physics is an interesting subject. News is very encouraging today. Measles is a contagious disease. Statistics is offered every year at college. Statistics show that candidate will win. Here in this case, that a statistics show that what is called a different statistical numbers, metrics that show that the candidate will win. Statistics has a plural meaning also and takes a plural form in this context. Plural nouns look like singular nouns. Plural nouns look like singular nouns. Example, woman, feet, teeth, mice, sheep, police, children, people, shoes, scissors, pants. All they look like singular nouns, but they're all plural nouns. Woman, feet, children, people, mice, all very important. So you need to understand how they are being articulated. So these are plural nouns, but they look like singular. So since there are plural nouns and there are plural subjects, we need to use plural verb. We are using. So all friends, and thank you very much, and all the best. We will meet again in the